get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And today, fellas, I had a great question this morning. Man, the question was, what do you think is more important, scheme or skill? And I've actually answered this question, I think a couple years ago on YouTube, as you see a totally lucky AI fumble pick right there. And so, like, the beauty of this question is I actually have not a different answer, but a more defined answer. That was a nice pick right there too. In terms of this, because user skill, let's start with scheme first. Scheme is of the utmost importance because you want to be schematic when it comes to, am I calling the right thing against whatever I'm facing, meaning on offense or defense? And so you'll see a lot of, for the most part, let's be honest, scheme dominates the content creator circuit. It does. Like that's why I always say I'm in my own lane, because I don't feel like there are a lot of content creators that show you what I show you in terms of the how or the user or skill stuff. Or they, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Who can? In not in practice mode. Because there are, they're like, if I sat in practice mode and just showed y'all the stuff that I'm doing in practice mode, man, it would probably blow your minds. Like, to be honest with you, like the stuff that I can do over and over again. So to me, there's a balance to it. I like to show you in games what I practice. All right, so let's get to the question. What's more important? I think scheme dominates the circuit in terms of the metas. Okay, you should be calling this, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But I think in private, and this is something I know because I sell this stuff, and so I deal with a lot of professional Madden players. I do. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't call names because I have a client agreement with my people that I don't reveal names, but I deal with a lot of Madden professionals who do this. And so trust me when I tell you, your scheme is only as good as what you're able to execute, in the end all be all. You have to be able to make the catches. You have to be able to make the throws. And so here's where my answer is different this year than any other year. Skill is so diverse on this game. Skill is a complete cornucopia of diversity, meaning you can be skilled in a lot of different areas. You can be skilled in user control, what we used to call stick control. Now let me take you to that. Yeah, we used to call this stick control. This wasn't even a user thing. This was just called stick control, meaning I know how to use the stick to make catches, to run, to juke, to all that stuff. So now we have the right juke stick, and to me, although I think that's a level of user control with the juke stick, it's still kind of dependent upon the guy and what Madden does. It's like I see guys juke and do crazy stuff that just has nothing to do with nothing. Like, and then there's throwing skill or catching skill. I think that this is my biggest strength is my ability to user on defense, and offensively is my ability to position myself in one-on-one situations in order to make catches. That's my strength. I know how to body guys up. I know how to, Iverson-ish with the step over right there. Ty Lue, do your history. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I think this is this is a level of skill, and I think that a lot of the old school guys, like, this is how we grew up playing Madden, and so for me, this is a big thing. Now, you look at a throw like that, throwing is a skill on Madden. Understanding, especially with skill-based passing stuff, understanding how to freeform, how not to freeform, how to touch pass, when to lead it, all this stuff is relevant as a skill. How to move how to maneuver in the pocket and buy time. All that stuff is a skill. How to make the throw, throwing the ball in a precise spot, and how to click on and make a catch and maneuver my guy or reposition myself to make a catch to keep myself in bounds. All these things are skills. And so skill to me is such a diverse platform because there's so many different levels. My whole thing with Madden is you have to be better at what you do than the guy or the person you're playing is at what they do. Yeah, that's just the deal. And I mean, we get all the algorithm stuff and all that stuff. And so for me, being able to play through it is key. Now, let me tell you one thing though. You're watching, like right here on this particular highlight right there, you're watching Pure Skills, my Pure Skills League, which is we turn the abilities off. It's played on simulation. It's probably the purest form of Madden you can play in terms of not getting all the warping and all that stuff, playing with the abilities off. And so trust me, when I tell you, you'll learn a lot and you'll see more organic movements such as that right there. Although that looked really crazy. But you'll get more organic animations. And so for me, we've been doing this for I think this is our third year of Pure Skills, but playing with the abilities off, it taught me a lot in terms of how to create the animations that I want for the situation. Now, skill is being able to make that second spin right there and being able to take what I know and apply it to the situation that's occurring at that point in time. To me, that's what skill is. How much better can I apply what I know to each play or each current situation than my opponent in terms of mechanics, in terms of, being able to fake the guy out or being able to work the pocket and being able to make the throw and click on and body up the guy or jump over the guy and make the catch, utilizing the attributes of the players that I have. And so it's so much to it. And so in terms of one clear cut winner, in terms of skill or scheme, I'm always going to say that it's balanced to a certain degree, even though we have a tendency to think in the Madden community that the scheme is more important because you have people out here who don't click on offense or defense. They click off when it's time to tackle a guy. And even when they win, this is a perpetuation of what's happening at the time. And so we'll have a tendency to think, no, it's not really important, when in essence, when you aren't getting those breaks, you probably get blown out a lot if you aren't getting those AI picks. So in terms of the YouTube content, show me another YouTuber who can show you as many user plays as I show you. You can't. You don't see any. I mean, and that's no knock on anybody. Everybody has their own lane. I've been saying this for years. This is my lane. The mechanics, the stick control, the user skills. I don't, I'll throw a scheme out to you guys, when I need to, but this is what I teach. And so in terms of, you can go back, like I said, you can go back for 4 years on this channel and you'll see me making the same plays for 4 years from Madden, whatever we was on at that point in time till now. You'll see basically the same animations in the same kind of plays. And it is what it is. And so we have to, at some point, we have to understand that there's a balance to the game. You could have the best scheme in the world, but if you have no user skill or no stick control, then yeah, you're going to be limited to a certain degree until you face somebody who can match your scheme or who knows how to stop your scheme. And then you're going to have to make a play one-on-one. Now, the same thing applies in terms of user control. If you're just heaving up deep balls and thinking that you're gonna just jump over the guy and boss him all the whole game, every play. No, the scheme has it to where I can double that guy. I can send a safety out there. I can have a guy underneath, on the side, and over the top. And so it's gonna make it difficult for you to make that catch in triple coverage. So there is a balance. To me, there is no one without the other. And so, but however, when it comes to tipping the scales, I'm always gonna favor stick control or user control, because I'm playing a game of matchups while you're playing a game of trying to get a guy open. If that makes any sense. So I think about it this way. I'm trying to get this guy open. I can step up in the pocket. I know how to do all this crazy stuff where I can stand in the pocket, step up. I know how to manipulate the rush, all this stuff. I can make this throw to where the ball is accurate. I can stop the guy, catch the ball, put my feet down. All that is important. But trust me, if I can't make the play can't be made. Anyway.